Somebody said one time that horse training is a long, quiet conversation. So I'm walking around here on night, switch the camera around, walking around here on night, have him in a snaffle bit. You'll see, got him kind of on loose rein. I figured we'd just kind of talk a little bit about this long, quiet conversation. We're just kind of meandering around the arena, and I'll mention some of the things that I'm looking for and some of the things I'm feeling, I'm asking to do. And I had somebody tell me one time, they came to me and said, I don't get it. Said, you kind of muddle around in some circles and your horses end up trained. So we'll talk a little bit about this long, quiet conversation. That's kind of what this goes back to. So we're walking around on night. I have him on a loose rein, just encouraging him to relax, put his head down, give him some, there we go. And I just set my reins down on the saddle horn. We're just walking around, encouraging him to relax. I'm using my legs to help steer, help make him go. And that's really what this video is going to be out, is this long, quiet conversation. And this conversation is going to be quiet and from the standpoint of, I'm just going to ask for a little bit. I'm trying to instill some good habits. This is a young horse. And in the end, we're going to accomplish something. So, right now, he's kind of looking off to the right. That's the barn over there. Just looking around. I'm not asking him to do a whole lot. And because of that, his mind is wandering a little bit. So, we'll walk around, a little bit of leg, you slow down. We're going right towards the mountain block. See it down there? All I did was squeeze leg and tell him to keep going. Now he's by the gate, and you see he's just about to smash my leg. And turn his head to the fence. Tell him to give my leg a little bit more room. He kind of wants to go to the fence. He is a young horse. Turn him to the fence a little bit. Make him give my leg more room. More room. Make room for me. There we go. And we're back walking again. Just trying to get him to instill some good habits like that fence. Now you see we're up against the lines for my mechanical cow. A little bit closer than I'd like to be. He's just kind of rubbing me off on stuff. I'm going to pick down the rein. I'm going to turn him back that way. Got his head caught on the wire. But we're going to keep going on. I bet he'll give us a little more space next time. Giving us a lot of space now. It's over there. So, just back walking around again. Now he's headed over towards the gate. I'm sure he's going to want to stop here, put a little bit of right leg on. And there we go around the corner. Good. Good boy. A big horsefly just landed on his nose. He's trying to wipe it off. And he's about to rub my knee. We're going to turn to the fence again. There we go. Let's go all the way around. I want to kind of let him chill out. One of the conversations I've had with some students is bring your horse's energy level up. Work them hard, but also bring their energy back down too. So I want to let him work easy. I want to keep his energy level down. You see, he got close to the fence. I reached down and grabbed that rein. As soon as I did, he got away from the fence again. He knew what was coming. Gave himself some room to turn. So, back to talking about energy. You want to get your horse's energy up and work, but you also want to get your horse's energy back down again. That way, the next time you get on your horse, he's going to be relaxed. I want energy when I ask the horse to go. I want his energy to come back down when I ask him to slow down, stand in the middle, relax, whatever. So I spent a good bit of time walking around, instilling some good habits in a horse, like steering off my legs. We're going around a corner right here. I'm going to open my left leg, put a little right leg on. And we're going to go around the corner partially because it's a corner. He can't go straight, but also partially because I put leg on. So again, this is Knight. I think I said that's who I was on earlier when I started the video. I told you who I was on. And he's only a few months under saddle. So whether he's going to steer with my legs or not, it really don't matter. I'm going to ask with my legs. So, we're going down the fence again. I'm going to pick up the reins. I'm going to start another little exercise I do with some young horses. We're just going to kind of steer into a circle. Steer. Speeding up. I don't want him. All I want him to do is steer. Let's go back to the fence again. There we go. Kind of tricky working this alphabet with one hand and holding my phone with the other hand. But here we go. Do it again. Let's ask him to steer to the left. Steer. Steer. See my slack, I'll pull, soften. Pull, soften. A little bit of outside leg. That'd be right leg right there. And back walking our circle again. I'll steer again. Steer. 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 And you notice in the process of this video, I've covered several topics. We've talked about getting him to respect my leg on the fence. I'm talking about a little bit of steering with my hands. I'm talking a little bit about legs. We talked a little bit about getting him to not go to the gate, which is where he's trying to go to now. We're actually going to let him trot to the gate. When we get there, I'm going to pull his head around and going to make it not a pleasant place to be. And here we go. Head is around. And bump, 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 my leg, bump, 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 bump. Sorry, it's kind of hard to hold the phone on the horse and operate the reins at the same time. And we're going to go back down the fence. And back down the fence. Banner just ruffled and he startled a little bit, but not too bad. That goes to another point we could talk about. I'm going to train these horses in the atmosphere that I want them to operate in when they're finished. I've got them barrels right there that I use for some things. Got cones around the arena. Got that banner over there. And sometimes I'd have cows in the pen. We're going to train in the atmosphere that I expect them to work in later. I'm not going to protect them from anything. They need to get broke to it. I want my horses broke. We're going to get broke to everything. Stepping around the corner, around the turn again. That was pretty nice that time. You couldn't really tell, but I wasn't having to pull very hard. I didn't have to push very hard with my right leg. When I'm asking him to step around like that, I'm opening my left leg because we're going left. Push a little bit with my right leg. Step around in the circle. And you notice the fence is on my right here. And at this stage in the horse's training, he's going to take the first few steps pretty good, and then he's going to start leaning against the rein. So that's why I turn away from the fence first. Turn away, start my turn, leg, leg. And then I have this fence to help me finish the turn so I can get even softer with my hand and still finish the turn. And we'll walk a little further. We're going to ask him to step around again. This time I'm just going to go half a turn and then we'll work on the other direction. Turn, turn, turn. There we go. We'll switch hands with the phone. Switch hands with the reins. And this time we'll go back to the fence. And this time I'll be stepping around to the right. And what I want him to do is I just want him to step around with a nice, soft, easy rein. And you see with my hands, I got both reins in one hand. Gonna have a little bit of contact with the direct rein. I'll have a little bit of contact with the neck rein. And we're just going to ask him to go right, open my right leg, a little push with my left leg, push, rein leg, rein leg, rein leg, and back to the fence. You notice he was lowering his head as we stepped around in that circle. I'm not doing anything to make him lower his head other than the direction I'm pulling my hands and the direction I'm pulling the reins encourages him to raise the middle of his body, which in turn lowers his head. He can put his head wherever is comfortable for him. I don't really care. If I force him to carry his head in a certain way that's not natural or comfortable to him, he's never going to be as good a horse as what he could be. So I don't make him carry his head in any kind of fashion. It's pretty low right now. I like it. I'm not going to discourage it from being low, but I'm not going to force it to be low either. I step around again. Rein leg. Rein leg. Rein leg. There we go. Rein leg. Good. And we'll just walk easy again. It's a little bit, he is a little bit better about giving my left leg space than he is about giving my right leg space. I'm going to make sure I put my hand back in the middle and neutral. The banner just flew up in the wind and he went to stop and look at it, which is good. I'd rather him stop and look than spook at it. Not going to save him from it. Right there he's trying to put his head down and eat some grass, so I'm going to put him to work. Rein, rein, rein. Being a young horse, he's going to have a short attention span. And he's kind of pulling me off, but I don't have my reins like I should. There we go. Kind of hard with one hand. Being a young horse, he's going to have a short attention span. So I want to give him a moment for him to comprehend stuff, but I'm also going to give him a chance to think about it. So I covered a lot of things in this video clip. One of the things I want to bring up is a lot of horses these people send to me to start, put 30, 60, 90 days on. You get them started, you get them where they're not going to buck, get a little bit of steering, a little bit of stopping, and they're trotting off. Let's slow them back down. We just want to walk. And you get a lot of basics started, and they get the horse home and don't have experience riding a green horse, because even though they got 90 days training on them, they're still green. And a horse isn't going to ride like a finished horse after 90 days. So a lot of these things that I'm doing right here are the things that you would do with the horse when he comes back after that 60, 90 days of training. You're not going to be able to take him and go do reining or any cow work, anything like he's a finished horse. He can do all of that, but he has to do all that at his level. So you have to bring him from that 90-day level to finished horse level. And these kind of things, even though they seem really slow, really monotonous, then you do what you can do. And I want to thank you for watching my video today.